Alauddin Khilji, who was the ferocious second ruler of the Khilji dynasty during the Delhi Sultanate, held a competition of music and poetry in the 13th century. He invited one of the most prominent Hindu poets and musician, Pandit Gopal. Pandit Gopal traveled with thousands of students from southern India all the way to Delhi at the invitation of the Sultan. He had prepared a musical masterpiece with 28,000 lines of verse that he would perform over a period of 3 weeks in the royal court, each line ending with a question, "What can your God do?" Alauddin Khilji was not particularly pleased by the challenges of a Hindu poet and musician. He tapped on a rising prodigy of music and poetry, Amir Khusro. Khusro was also a student of Nizamuddin Chishti, or Nizamuddin Aulia, one of the teachers of the Chishti Sufi order in South Asia. Khusro, who had listened to Pandit Gopal for 3 weeks at the royal court, asked the court for 6 weeks to prepare his response. He returned to the court in 6 weeks with 12 young men and boys and performed 28 lines of verse in a musical performance. At the end of Khusro's performance, Pandit Gopal conceded the competition. The details of this incident are disputed, but it is widely believed as the moment when the musical tradition of Qawwali was born. Qawwali is a form of zikr, or remembrance of God, that came out of the Chishti order of Sufism in the Indian subcontinent. It blends Eastern musical scales, or rags, with poetry in a celebration of love. Love towards the Creator, the Prophet, the house of the Prophet. The singing of Qawwali in Sufi shrines and mausoleums is a practice of sama, a devotional practice that involves singing, playing musical instruments, dancing, praying, reciting poetry, and participating in rituals in order to achieve a higher spiritual state.